Well, there it is. Hi guys, welcome to Warrior Souls. This is a 3D fighter game for Warcraft 3. It's based off Soul Calibur. You might remember that game back on the Dreamcast. It's the same sort of premise, an 8-way run system, so you can move up and down around your character, you can come in and out of the stage. So a while back I did a video on another 3D fighting game called Fighting for Azeroth, and that's sort of another beat 'em up. You might want to check that one out. But Heartcard, who's responsible for this map, actually sort of messaged me. This is quite some time ago now, after seeing that video, and he was a little bit disheartened because essentially he had created this map. And I'll read out a little bit of the spiel that I got in the email. He says, before that map had its first version published, I had already a more functional 3D fighting game called Warrior Souls 2. There are less characters, but there's a lot more to the game. Aerials, gravity, velocity, weight, 8-way run, ring outs, walls, hazards, alternate weapons, and costumes. It was ultimately abandoned because of lack of interest and took a lot of effort per character, since every single thing was animated from scratch and a custom model built from scratch. So seeing everyone get really hyped over a map that was released after mine, that doesn't have quite the amount of depth into it, did kind of hurt, he'll be honest, he says. I was hoping that I might be able to retrieve the game by doing a small video on it. I'd love to work on it a bit more, but nobody knew anything about it, so that's what we're doing here. This is your armor set. Some of these are available depending on the version you're playing. This is the latest version as far as I know, but I think it dates back to 2018. Like I say, it is quite some time ago. We're going to go with the true anime style costume, which is the most important one. Actually, I think Nick's doing that as well, so... Did Nick pick the same character? I'm not sure. We'll go with the traditional costume first, because we'll probably remake this again anyway. Shush, Nick. This is on YouTube. You can't have swear words. That's what YouTube does now. There is only one character. Kind of. I would stick with the first character. It seems the most fleshed out. The other characters are either sort of designed in terms of how they look, or they're dressed, but not necessarily their move list set. So we're going to go with the standard sword, and then we're going to choose the fighting arena. So you got Ocean Emblem. This is a standard one. Storm Guide. It changes the effects of the arena, such as the wind is very high, which probably means that it's going to affect how you jump. There's Molten Cave, which will basically mean that if you put your opponents towards the edge, they're going to take damage because the edges are on fire. Glacier Peak, there's more chance you can knock your opponent off the ring, like in Soul Calibur. Salt Prison, this is a small cage that you're essentially stuck inside of. There's the Altar, which I think affects gravity. I'm not entirely sure actually what the deal is on that one. Wind is very high, okay. The wind is ultra high in this one, but your health decreases near the center, so you'd want to stay away from the center. I think we'll go with the Molten Cave because it looks really cool. The setting design is very cool. So this displays what character you have, the outfit and the weapon, so you know what your opponent has. You have like a artificial UI here to display different... Oh, he's going straight in for a jab. Unbelievable. Right in there. So you can type ML or move list to see your abilities. So think of this from the... You use the normal movement keys, but, you know, 6... I'm going to say 6, 2, 4, 8. So 6 is right, 4 is back, 2 is down, 8 is up. You have abilities here. Q is your really high jump. Jab is like a quick interrupt. A is to sort of move quickly, back and forth, but it's on a cooldown. S is to guard against attacks. D is like an attack that's horizontal, and F is an attack that is vertical, up and down. You have quite quick burst rounds, so we're going to try to pull off maybe a move or two now. I love the background though, how everything sort of like is moving away from you. So you got a jab move, R or 6R, which will be forwards and R, or 2R, which will be down and R. That one I can't do quite so well though. Vertical ground moves is F, or if you press F twice, that's up and down, or F and 4F, which is F and backwards F. It's like a power move, and then you can finish off with another attack to finish it. 6 and F would be a little jab. So if I sort of pounced forward and did a little jab, and then a taunt. Ooh, I should do that again actually. Alright, I think we're just going for this last bit in this last round. I got knocked out. Knock him off! Yes! 2 seconds to go. Alright, back to the move list. How do you actually move? So, arrow keys. To move up or down, go right, left, then up, down. So, like in Soul Calibur, if you want to go up and down, in order to do that, you press left first or right first, and then up and down. And you can see your character sort of moving around the arena. It is quite sort of clunky, the movement of this. It doesn't feel very fluid. But that's because a lot of this isn't necessarily truly finished yet. And the map maker was looking for maybe a chance of redemption. But I think the level of clunkiness might not be worth necessarily the hassle of trying to get this. But you can certainly be proud of the amount of work that's gone into the animations to actually make these characters have these attacks that they do. And their move list. So let's take a look at the move list again. There's an aerial move. So if you're getting attacked in the middle of the air, you do Q to jump, and then forwards and R is like a kickback. So you can do a kickback just by pressing R. Or if you do Q and then forward F, that's like a good attack for when the opponent is jumping at you. Oh, but you got your... Oh, nice! I'm going to roll downwards a little bit, and then I'm going to come back up, and I'm going to... Don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something. A little jab. Looks like I got the win there, so that shows the health. And there's the victory pose. So it's a 1v1 scenario. There is a practice mode if you play it in single player. However, I don't think the computer actually fights back.
Never up early enough US time to catch the streams. Finally am today. Love the content.
Thank you, Dizzle McFizzle. Yeah, he's talking about the stream, twitch.tv/witty. Thank you very much indeed. That's very kind of you. We'll give this one more go. We'll see another arena or two. I wouldn't want to pick the other characters purely because I don't think they're truly finished yet. Do you want to try again, Nick? Just to show off a bit more of the map. So, you got different arenas. They're going to change how you're going to fight, how fast you're going to move. So, there's a lot of interesting depth potential with the map. But there isn't necessarily that fluidity that makes it fun enough to play, I feel. Sounds a bit harsh, but I'm trying to be sort of critical in the sense of being realistic. It's because of the way I guess it's programmed into Warcraft 3. You either have to sacrifice some of the realism to have a more faster fluid movement, but you've gone with a much more realistic kind of feel where the scenarios or the environments are going to genuinely impact whether you can run or jump or all this kind of stuff. So, she's not finished yet, her character set, and this one says currently available in single player mode, but we're playing in multiplayer, so I'm a bit worried to try him out. So we're going to stick to what we know will work. Now we're going to show off the real anime armor set. There's no names for the abilities, so that's probably what you're referring to.
Never trust an elf!
Yeah.
How did you discover Warcraft 3 in the first place? Did someone introduce it to you or you saw it at a game store? What's the story?
Originally
Kinda
in a
curious.
PC Gamer magazine, I think. I remember at my nan's house reading a PC Gamer magazine, and there was an article about Warcraft 3, and I was like, oh, that's curious. But I wasn't like super into it. I just remember reading about it, and I was being like, oh, that looks cool, and I read the whole thing, so I was into it enough to read the whole article. But I think I picked up Warcraft 3 almost a month after it originally came out, because that's roughly around the time I got myself a new PC. I got myself Grand Theft Auto. I can't quite remember the true... Or I think I remember being in the PC store and I just picked up the game, which seems odd because I did play the original Warcraft 1 or 2, but I wasn't in some sort of super rush to get Warcraft 3. GTA 3 or Vice City. I think it was GTA 3, the original. But I'm not sure exactly when that came out, so that might not correlate when I got Warcraft 3. Let's choose the last weapon. And our stage, we will go with this. Well, Nick's got the standard one. If I do the ice one, we can show that off. See how that looks. GTA 3 came out in 2001. So was it about the same time? Because it could have just been that. See, I don't truly remember exactly when it occurred. It was quite some time ago now. But I wasn't in the beta for Warcraft 3 or anything like that. I wasn't knowledgeable of that. Wow. This looks like you got a lot more space to move in this round. Nick's going for the attacks. He's quite aggressive. I'm going to slap him. I'm trying to get some moves in here. Oh, right. That one's interesting. Oh, I just did a counter hit. I think we're now starting to spam. You get knocked back every time you get hit on this map. I'm going to block. It's quite hard to get the momentum going because you're slipping and sliding. I'm going to do a backflip. I'm going to lose this round. I can't seem to move forward. I'm like holding the forward. There we go. It takes a while to get going. Almost as if you were ice skating. It takes a while before you start picking up real speed. Yeah, I think the stages are probably one of the best things about the game. But the rest of it is very clunky in terms of actual gameplay. That was a nice pushback. This is me trying to move forward. There we go. Finally getting there. It sort of keeps pushing you back. It could just be the stage that's responsible for that. I can't. I get pushed so far back. It's so hard to get to your opponent. And he's got more health. I need to do some... You need to do some damage and then just run away on this map. Oh, I can't reach you. Every time I do moves, it pushes me back. What? So basically, get one hit in and then run away. Oh! Yes! I got the one hit in, and I've counted the hit. Now I've got to run away for 48 seconds. This is as far away from my opponent as I can get. Let's take a look at some other moves. So crouch and F. Crouch and D. Crouch and R, which is like a little kick downwards. Of course you've got the aerial moves. So if you were to... jump. D, which is the horizontal, and then the up and down. Oh, how did you hit me from there? I'm stabbing you. Can't quite reach. I'm gonna block. That's it. Get back. I know. You get really stuck. I'll just do some fancy moves. Now I'm the one who's being pushed back. I think the wind might change. That could be what's happening. The wind might be just pushing us. I'm going to move up around Nick. Change my position. And then attack him from behind. Jab him. So F forward. Looks like I'm the champion of this map. Oh no, wait. You had 2 wins. I can't believe you can reach me with that. That's ridiculous. Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen anyone do 2 backflips whilst in the air? There you go. You just witnessed it. Horizontal ground moves. So D, 6D, 4D, and then you just hold it down. And she goes crazy. So 4D and then DD. So it's all about the D. And Nick's being pushed miles back now. I'm going to quick step in. Nick's got more health. Oh, I can't reach him in time. Looks like I wasn't the champion of that. Ah, we didn't get to fight the other arena. So you only get to do like whoever player 1 picks. There's no restart mode or anything like that. So there you go. That is Warrior Souls. I'll put a link to that in the video description if you're interested in trying it out. It's an interesting take on the 3D battler for, of course, Warcraft 3. Oh, you voted for the same arena, did you, Nick? Ah, that's why. Why did you keep fighting for the same one? We've got so many different arenas. But anyway, that's Warrior Souls 2, so check it out whilst it's hot. See you guys later. Take care. All the best. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Do all those good things and help out, support the channel. And leave some thoughts and feedback as to what you thought. Especially if you've played the map as well.